Om Shanti. This is the Avyakth Murli. The title, The Conference Age is the Age of Festivity. To celebrate with festivity means to maintain imperishable zeal and enthusiasm. This Murli's Avyakth original date is 26th of February 1995. Today's date 9th of July 2023. The conference age is the age of festivity. To celebrate with festivity means to maintain imperishable zeal and enthusiasm. Today, Trimurti Father Shiva, Tridev Vracha, the creator of the three deities, has come to celebrate the Diamond Jubilee and the Diamond Birthday with his spiritual diamonds. This unique birthday is called the Diamond Birthday because the Father incarnates in order to make the souls who are like shells become worth diamonds. This is the only wonderful birthday throughout the cycle, and it is the most unique and most lovely in the whole world. Whenever people celebrate a birthday, it is of souls, of bodily beings, but this birthday of Shiva is not of a bodily being, it is the birthday of the incorporeal point. When you say Shiv Jayanti, the form of a point of light comes in front of you. Throughout the whole cycle, you never celebrate the birthday of the bodiless Supreme Soul. This is the unique birthday of Trimurti Father Shiva, the bodiless being, and this is the one Shiv Jayanti where it is the birthday of the children and the Father at the same time. Today, have you come to celebrate the birthday of just the Father, or have you come to celebrate the birthday of the Brahmin souls as well? You tell everyone that Shiv Jayanti means the Trimurti Jayanti and the Brahmin's Jayanti. So, to have a birthday of so many souls together with the Father is quite unique. In the physical world, The birthday of a child and his father would not be the same. The date may be the same, but there would be a difference in the year. So you have come here from so far away in order to celebrate such a lovely and unique birthday. Why have you come from all corners of the world? Have you come to celebrate your own birthdays or the birthday of the Father? Or both? So, would you give congratulations to the Father or would the Father congratulate you? You give congratulations to the Father and the Father says to you multi-million times congratulations. Each Brahmin soul is even more valuable than a diamond. Those physical diamonds are nothing compared with you because there is value for diamonds in this world. You are said to be as valuable as diamonds, but what are diamonds compared to how valuable you are? Nothing at all. Those diamonds will be embedded in the walls of your palaces. Each Brahmin soul is more valuable than diamonds. It is not just the Madhuban gathering in front of Bapdada, but the gathering of the Brahmin souls everywhere in the world. Call them songs or words of greetings filled with love from the heart. The Father is listening to them very closely. The sound of the heart reaches the comforter of hearts in advance. So, Baptada saw that the practical proof of the children's service everywhere is reaching the sweet home of the Father in Madhuban. Shiv Jayanti is known as a festival and only you Brahmins celebrate this festival accurately because festivity means that everyone has zeal and enthusiasm. Therefore, how much zeal and enthusiasm do all of you sitting here have? Is it imperishable or only for today? It is imperishable, is it not? This is why Baptada calls this elevated confluence age the age of festivity. For you, each day is filled with enthusiasm. Each day is a festival. There is a praise and you also have this topic, unity in diversity. Therefore, in a practical way, there are all the different lands, all the different languages, all the different forms and colors, but even in that diversity, there is unity in each one's heart because the Father is one. Whether you have come from America or Africa, you have the one Father in your hearts. You are those who follow the Srimad of the One. So Bapdada likes the fact that while all of you have different languages, the song or languages of your minds is the same. Whatever language you speak, you all have a black crown. In brackets, headphones on each one's head. These black crowns will now change and become golden. The language of everyone's mind is the same, and it is just the one expression, my Baba. Those of all languages say, Mera Baba, in bracket, my Baba. This is only one word. So there is unity in diversity. So to maintain your enthusiasm means to be an elevated soul who constantly celebrates with festivity. Let your enthusiasm never decrease. You were told earlier too that the breath of Brahmin life is zeal and enthusiasm. If you stopped breathing, your life would finish in a second, would it not? So, in Brahmin life too, if there isn't the breath of zeal and enthusiasm, then there is no Brahmin life. Those who have constant zeal and enthusiasm would say with spiritual intoxication that Brahmin means zeal and enthusiasm. When their zeal and enthusiasm decrease, their words change. They would say, it's true, it should be like this, it will happen. So, there is so much difference between this language and that language. In the other language, in bracket of words, there will definitely be the words, it should be, but. So you use these words, it should be, it should be. When the pressure of your zeal and enthusiasm decreases, words of weakness emerge. Therefore, let your zeal and enthusiasm never decrease. Why does your zeal and enthusiasm decrease? Bhaktada says, always say wah wah, whereas you say why. If the word why comes up in any situation, the pressure of zeal and enthusiasm decreases. Last year too, Bhaktada specially told the double foreigners to change the word why. In the Brahmin dictionary, when the word why comes up, remember the word fly and the word why will then finish. When any trivial situation seems to be very big, the word why comes up. Why is this like this? Why is that like that? However, when you begin to fly, what happens to the situation? It becomes a small toy. So, whenever the word why comes up in your mind, say to yourself this word why does not exist in the Brahmin dictionary. Instead, it's the word fly. Why? Makes you high, in brackets, cry out in distress. Bhaktara is amused because on the one hand you say no one's fortune is elevated as mine. 1 minute. You say this and then as soon as your enthusiasm decreases, you say, I don't know. My fortune is like this. I only have this much in my fortune. Therefore, this is crying out, is it not? So, when any scene of high comes in front of you, say wah wah instead, and the scene will change and you will also change. You double foreigners nowadays give a course on positive thinking. Do you not? Do all of you in the foreign land specially give this course? Do you give it to yourself or only to others? At any time, when such situations arise, make yourself a student, be your own teacher, and give this course to yourself. Are you able to give this course to yourself, or are you only able to give it to others? It is easy to give it to others when it becomes your natural stage to see, to listen to, and to think of any person or any matter with a positive attitude. What would your stage be like? Nowadays, they have such facilities of science and they are able to give rough things a very beautiful appearance. You must have seen how they change one thing into something completely different. So, can your attitude not bring about such transformation? Something may come up in a negative form, but with a positive attitude, you can change it. When you start to fluctuate, the reason is because you have been listening to thinking of speaking about or doing something negative. You have created a model of do not think, speak, listen to, or do anything negative. Can the power of silence not change something negative into positive? Let your mind and intellect become such that they do not touch anything negative. Let there be transformation in a second. Can you experience transformation at such a fast speed? Your mind and the intellect should become such fast weapons. Can they become this, or will it take time? Or when something negative comes up, will you say, let me think about it a little, let me see what it is? When transformation takes place at a quick speed, it is known as the pleasure and enjoyment of Brahmin life. If you want to live, live with enjoyment. To live a life with a lot of thinking is not living. You tell other people what Raja Yoga is, that it is the art of living. All of you are those with a Raja Yogi life, are you not? Or are you those who simply tell others about it? Since Raja Yoga is the art of living, what is the art of Raja Yogis? It is this, is it not? Therefore, to celebrate a festival means to stay in pleasure. The mind is in pleasure. The body is in pleasure. The relationships and connections are ones of pleasure. Many children say, I am okay. By myself, I am enjoying myself. But it is only sometimes, and there is enjoyment in relationships and connections. However, the relationships and connections are test papers of your stage. So, if a student says, I have passed with honors, but at the time of taking the test paper, he gets fewer marks. What would you say for such a student? You are not like that, are you? You have passed fully, have you not? Barbara has told you that those who remain constantly close to the Father have passed. If you do not stay close, you have not passed. So, where do you constantly say, stay? You stay far away. You do not stay close. Double foreigners should be double pass. In bracket, doubly close. Acha, you double foreigners have taken a high jump this time. You have taken a high jump and come to Madhuban. In brackets, this year more double foreigners have come to Madhuban than ever before. Acha, even some of the double foreigners have had a good chance of becoming the patrons. It means queens of the floor. Chance of becoming the patrons this time. Is there pleasure in becoming a patrani or not? Is there, you have such big suitcases that you can actually sleep on them. You bring one big suitcase and one small one, and so the small one can become your pillow and you can save space. It seems good. Baptara sees the scenes of how you drag such big suitcases. It is a good scene, is it not? At the confluence age, this effort is only for a short time, and then matter will be your servant. And you will have many servants too. You will not then have to carry your luggage. Your kingdom is now being established. At present, you are in an incognito form. You are servers, and you will then be rulers. Servers have to do all types of service. The more service you do now with your body, mind, wealth, and through relationships, the more serfs you will have. First of all the 5 elements of matter will become your servers. You have the fortune of your kingdom in your awareness, do you not? How many times have you had a right to a kingdom? You have become this countless time, and you will continue to become this. However, the life of being a server now is even more elevated than the life of a ruler. Because at the present time, the father and the children are together. No matter what type of service it is, you receive the practical instant fruit of the service you do now. The practical, visible fruit is the Father's love, cooperation, and the treasures you receive from the Father. Whenever you do any special service while Yukti Youth, you have so much happiness. What is your face like when a photo is taken of you at that moment? On the one hand, you do service, and on the other hand, the practical visible fruit is ready for you. You do service with one hand and eat the fruit with the other. Do you experience this? Or does service take a lot of effort? Is there fluctuation when you are doing service or not? There is fluctuation sometimes. These fluctuations makes you mature, makes you experienced. You fluctuate because you can only see the present time. The future that is hidden and present is not clearly visible, and you therefore start to fluctuate. In fact, any major delicate situation comes to teach you a very important lesson for the future. It is not just a situation, but it is your teacher. See it with a vision of a lesson that situation is teaching you. This is known as changing the negative into positive. When you simply look at the situation, you become afraid. Situations will always come in new forms of Maya. She will not come in the same form that she has already come in before. She will not come in the same form. She will come in a new form. And so you are afraid of that. This is something new. I cannot do this. It should not be happened like this. Understand that Maya will come until the end as one who adopts many different forms. Maya knows how to become very easily and quickly one who adopts many different forms. Whatever your stage is, she will create a situation according to that and come to you. If, for instance, you have become a little careless in your life today, Maya would also come into the situation in that careless form. If your mood is a little off today, if it is not like it should be, then Maya would come into the situation with an off mood. Then you think, well, I was thinking about this before too. So what happened? This is why in order to see and know Maya, become Trikaldashi and Trinetri. Become Trinetri in being able to see what is in front of you, what is behind you, and what is beside you. All of you are Trikaldashi and Trinerti, are you not? Are you double foreigners Trikaldashi? Yes or no? Yes. What do those of the other languages say? Are you saying Haji too? So, is everyone saying Haji or Naji? Haji. You say this much better than in your own language. Are all of you happy? Haji. Now you have learned how to say Haji. Are you enjoying yourself in such a big gathering? Haji. Some of you are not thinking that perhaps next year you will not come when there is such a crowd, that you will come a little later, are you? The enjoyment of the gathering is also lovely. Come according to the program. Too many should not come, but let your habit be such that you are able to adjust to everything. The power to adjust constantly makes you victorious. You show Father Brahma with the children. He would become a child and adjust himself. He would become an adult with the adults and adjust himself. Whether it is a beggary life or a life with all the comforts, you have to be able to adjust yourself to. Able to adjust yourself to both, and in happiness, not after thinking about it. You do not become unhappy here, but instead of experiencing happiness, you begin to think about it a little. What happened? How did it happen? Those who think too much take time to experience the pleasure of adjusting themselves. Each of you should check yourself. No matter what the circumstances are, whether they are good or those that make you fluctuate, are you able to adjust yourself at every moment to every circumstances? Double foreigners like being alone, and they also like companions very much. However, whether you are in someone's company or alone, Brahmin life is being able to adjust yourselves to both. It should not be that within a gathering, your head becomes heavy and you say, "No, I prefer to be in solitude. I don't like this chores. I need to be alone." The mind can be alone, that is, from being extroverted, you can just become introverted, for this is solitude. Some say that they want a room to themselves, that they cannot share with anyone. If you do receive a room for yourself, sleep in pleasure, and even if you have to sleep in the same rooms as 10 others, sleep in pleasure. Are you foreigners able to sleep with 10 others in the same room? Is it difficult? Are you able to sleep? Haji. Acha. Next year, 20 will be put together in one room. Time is changing and it will continue to change. The situations of the world are becoming more and more delicate, and they will become even more delicate. This has to happen. At present, something happens at one place at one time, but at the end, it will happen everywhere at the same time. that delicate times has to come. Time may be delicate, but your nature must not be delicate. Many people's natures are very delicate. When something happens, even a little, when there is even a little sound, they become disturbed. This is called a delicate stage, a delicate nature. So you should have a delicate nature. You should be able to adjust yourself according to the time. Practicing this now will be very useful to you at the end, because the situations will not constantly be the same, and your final paper will take place during a very delicate time. It will not take place during a very comfortable time. It will take place during a delicate time. To the extent that you have the power to adjust yourselves now, to that extent you will be able to pass with honors. The paper will not take a long time. It will last for a very short time, but you will have to take the paper in delicate circumstances, which will be in all four directions. Therefore, make yourselves powerful in your natures too. What can I do? My nature is like this. I have this habit. It should not be like this. This is known as a delicate nature. Baptara gave all types of experiences at the beginning of establishment. When it was the beginning, he gave the experience of even more sustenance and facilities than princes and princesses would receive. Then later, he even gave the experience of a beggarly life. So those who had both experiences developed this habit. Such a time has not come in front of you, but it will come. Wherever you may be living, all supports have to be broken. So, what do you need at such a time? The support of the one Father. All of you are very, very, very lucky that the time you come is when you have all facilities easily available. Along with the easy facilities, you also have a Brahmin birth. Along with the facilities, let there be spiritual endeavor. Whilst seeing the facilities, do not forget your spiritual endeavor, because only spiritual endeavor will be useful at the end. Do you understand? To the special invaluable jewels in all four directions, to the elevated souls who celebrate each day with festivity, to the souls who have a right to blessings by maintaining a balance between their own stage and service, to the unshakable, immovable Mahavir souls who easily overcome all obstacles, Baptada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Blessing. May you become free from all Jamelas. Jamela means chores. May you become free from all Jamelas and experience the reward of completion and perfection. May you become free from all Jamelas and experience the reward of completion and perfection. Baba's explanation. At the confluence age, the ocean is not separate from you, Ganges, and you, Ganges, are not separate from the ocean. This is the time for the Mela of the rivers and the ocean to merge with one another. Those who stay in this Mela become free from all Jamelas. However, only those who become equal are able to experience this Mela. To become equal means to become merged. Those who are constantly merged in love experience the reward of perfection and completion. Such souls do not have any desire for some temporary reward. Slogan. Constantly stay in the elevated company of the one Father, and you will become the holiest and the highest. Constantly stay in the elevated company of the one Father, and you will become the holiest and the highest. Om Shanti.